Oh, hello. What's your name?
My name is.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm great, thank you.
I'm working.
Been waiting for people to come round from the census. Do you work for the census?
Yes.
Do you have any identification on you?
Unfortunately, mine is still at my boss's house.
Yours at your boss's house, so you come out with no identification.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Can we take our seatbelts off?
Yeah, you can go inside. You go. Wait a minute, and I'll be with you. Yes, go on.
I wanted to find out if you remember sending off your census form.
If I remember sending off my census form, well, you don't even know who I am.
You live at.
Right?
Yes.
How do you know who I am and what I do?
Okay, I don't know.
You don't, do you? No, right.
Sorry, are you the owner of?
Am I the owner? Am I obliged to answer that question?
This is hard.
No, just let me just explain something to you. I fully understand that you seem like a very nice person, yeah? But they probably didn't tell you lots of things when you started working for the Office of National Statistics. So, for example, what I'd like to actually, I'm not the occupier of the house, yes? So, but what I would like to do is ask you a little bit about Lockheed Martin. Do you know about Lockheed Martin?
No.
They're a company that make bombs, cluster bombs, which drop little bomblets all over the place, and then children pick them up and they get, they explode. They also have been responsible for interviewing people at Guantanamo Bay. Have you heard of Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah? They've been responsible for torturing people, allegedly interviewing people at Guantanamo Bay, and they've got a £150 million contract with the Office of National Statistics, and so they'd be involved with taking the information. What do you think about that?
I'm not really sure.
Does that, what would you advise people to do if they're a bit concerned about the ethics of that?
Personally, I know that the Office of National Statistics don't send their information to the people you just
How do you know that?
Take your bike out!
I will do, darling. How do you know
we
that?
were reassured that it's only
You were
for,
reassured, right? And do you believe everything you're told?
well, at this point in time, yes.
You do. You don't question anything.
I don't think they would lie to us.
You don't think they'd lie to you? I mean, who told you? How did they know? How do you think the people that told you know?
Probably their managers told them.
Right. So the question is, who really knows what the truth is? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so for example, the government's involved here. Do you trust everything the government tells us?
Well, not everything, but most things.
You trust most things the government says. So you're saying that you're open to the possibility that perhaps some of the things the government tell us are not worth trusting. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. So back to the question here is you've asked me whether you're speaking to me and asked me a question, but you don't know whether I'm the owner or not.
Well, you just said that you weren't the occupier, so.
No, I said I'm not the occupier. That's right. Yeah.
So I'm supposing you don't.
So what are you going to put down now on your form then?
I'm just going to write the occupiers weren't around, so
Right.
I can't really.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, by the way. Nothing of this is personal. Yeah, it's not personal, but there's lots of interesting things going on with the census that they don't tell you about. So, you might want to when you get home, you might want to do a little bit of research. Type Lockheed Martin into the web and have a look at what they do. Go and look at their YouTube website, see what things they make. Right? Just type that. Have a little bit of research, because that's what you're getting. You're getting information which is actually going directly to Lockheed Martin. If someone fills in the census online, the information goes directly to Lockheed Martin's website. What do you think about that? They're an American company that do surveillance and spying work, and they work for the CIA. What do you make of that?
I don't have anything to say. I don't know. So I've never heard of them before, so.
Right, they wouldn't tell you about that, would they?
I'm not sure.
No. They might want to just have a look at that and do some research and have a think about this whole business, because it's my understanding that they've also probably told you to tell us that if we don't fill it in, that there's going to be some sort of fine. Have they told you about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they told you to tell us that sort of thing. So basically, not you personally. It's nothing personal, basically you, on behalf of them, are threatening people. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And you know, the question is, who's responsible for that threat? If you're just doing your job in inverted commas, yeah, are you responsible for threatening people, or is it them? What do you think?
I have no idea.
Well, you're threatening people, right? Basically, you're going around saying, if you don't do this, you'll get a fine and a criminal record, right? Yeah? So that means you personally are threatening people. Now, I understand you're a young person. I don't know how old you are. Can I just ask you, do you mind telling me roughly how old you are?
20.
You're 20, so you're a young person. You know, you've got a lot less experience in life than some of the people you're going to be knocking on their doors, yeah? And so this is nothing personal, right? But it is about personal responsibility. So if you're going round to people and you're threatening them, who's responsible for that threat? You or your bosses?
I suppose I am.
Yeah. So you're going around threatening people to give their details that goes off to a website owned by a company that makes warfare, yeah? To give loads and loads of personal details. Have you read, I presume you've read thoroughly through the document, yeah? Have you read the census document? So you're threatening people to give away their personal details like what colour are you, yeah?
But the questions really aren't that personal.
Oh, aren't they? Well, tell me something. Oh, here's another question. Why is it relevant to ask what colour you are? I mean, is it any more relevant as to ask someone what colour you are as it is what colour eyes you have? What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Does the colour of a skin make any difference?
Not really.
No. So why are they asking those type of questions?
I'm guessing they want to know the amount of different races that live here. Okay, so.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think the most important point I want to get over to you is, I think it's beautiful, to be honest with you, that you've recognise that if you go around telling people they're going to be fined or have a criminal record for not filling in the census, then that's your responsibility. You are doing that, even though someone else told you to do that. And it's great that you recognise that, because one of the problems with Nazi Germany, and I'm not saying this is like Nazi Germany, yeah, but one of the problems with Nazi Germany is everybody defended themselves by saying, well, I was just doing my job, I was doing what I'm told, yeah. But at the end of the day, if someone does something, if someone drops a bomb on a bunch of people, yeah, they are responsible, even though someone else told them to do it, as far as I'm concerned. And I think it's great that as a young person you recognise that you are responsible for threatening people, for not giving their information. You know, and you might want to just think about that and think about, is that what you really want to be doing? And you know, then you can decide whether you want to continue with the job or you want to just do it without even mentioning that. And obviously that's up to you and your conscience. Anyway, I hope I haven't traumatised you too much.
No.
Right? And I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Okay, so you won't be, I presume you won't be coming back here. No? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye.